I am done. I am done. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Yo, it's about to rain today. All right, I actually was gonna take the Shelby to the track, but I can't. Like I said, just because it's raining. She is here, dirty as hell, but you know, it is what it is. So this is random, but what I want to do is actually go grab some spark plugs. All right, so the spark plugs I'm thinking about getting are the NGK 6510s. Okay, so that's a colder spark plug that I'm actually thinking about putting in this Shelby. Well, if I get them, I'm definitely putting them in. So the purpose of that is to try to reduce the heat, all right, the cylinder heat for the spark plugs. So if you ever heard the term people using a colder spark plug, that's what that's for. So I'm actually running the factory spark plugs on this thing, all right? So they re-gapped the factory spark plugs, but that's what I'm running. So hopefully if I get some better spark plugs, which the 6510s are something that's actually recommended, then I'm hoping to get a little bit better performance, better fuel, well, gas mileage a little bit, and you know, hopefully the slow starting issue, which you've seen in some of my videos, is rectified as well. I didn't even realize that my truck has started, so hopefully you don't hear that. Turn that off. Okay, so let's talk about something else as well. So, this came in the mail yesterday, right? Let me show you. M18, the Milwaukee M18 fuel, half-inch impact driver. So when I was doing my suspension stuff, I actually was using one of these. Okay, I was using one of these, and it's something that a lot of people recommended. And so, you know, but the shit is expensive. Like, it's expensive as hell. Sorry you can't see me, but it's expensive as hell. So I wasn't actually going to get some light. I actually wasn't going to get one because, I mean, if you price it out, you know, like, you're gonna be spending easily like 400, try to get some light in here, 400 plus on these things, okay? But Home Depot had a deal, 250 bucks for the impact wrench, plus you get the XC5 battery, all right? So that's 250. Then I spent 30 bucks for a charger off Amazon. So that's 280 bucks. Can't beat that, because literally you'd be spending 420, anywhere between 420 and 440 for that combination. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go get these spark plugs. I'll probably film an install video for the spark plugs, and then we can talk about the suspension, because I know you all have been waiting for the suspension components to be installed, which, you know, I did that already. Just haven't really talked about it. So stay with me, and we'll go over all of that. Went to the auto parts store. Should have went to AutoZone or used Amazon, but I went to O'Reilly, and I got some fail. Hold on. See, other people take this stuff out the video. I'm leaving this shit in because it just is what it is. I don't really care. So, got the NGK, the 6510s. This is the part number. See if we can get that to focus. Yeah, that shit's probably backwards, but I'll put it in the item description. But if you go anywhere and ask for NGK 6510s, 6510 is the actual part number. Okay, so you know, you'll be able to get them. So what we're gonna do is gap these really quickly. These were about $10 per spark plug. All right, that's about the going rate. Like I said on Amazon. You can probably get them for about $8.99 or $8 per spark plug, which kind of saves a decent amount, about 16 bucks or so. I'm trying to open it and hold this thing at the same time to you guys. All right, so before you install a spark plug, all right, first thing you need to do is check the gap. All right, you can use they got a lot of different type of spark plug gap deals. Let's see if that zooms in. You know what, fuck it. Okay, this is what it is. It's kind of like a tapered edge that has numbers around it that will tell you the gap of the spark plug. So from all of the research I did, these are the recommended spark plugs for force induction applications, right? And when I say force induction, I mean like mild to, you know, or yeah, medium type of boost range, not for super high boost ranges. All right. So I'm at 12 psi-ish. So these are what I'm going with. They're also recommended to be gapped to 28 hundredths. Let's see. These are factory at 39 hundredths. All right. So what I'm gonna do is basically get it to where it needs to be, and I'm gonna push down on it just to kind of close that gap a little bit. All right, so we might not be doing a suspension today, but I did get all 8 spark plugs gapped to 28 hundredths. All right, and so we're gonna go ahead and get these installed. So I'm just gonna throw these in my pocket here. The first thing we need to do on this vehicle is to remove these hoses so I can get the valve covers off, and then everything else is pretty much straightforward. So you see this is not coming off easily. So instead of breaking it by trying to tug on it too much, I'm going to try to route the valve cover over this this hose. Okay, and so that's gonna give me enough room to work. See if I can move this. Yes, I'm actually using a tripod today. So what you'll see under the valve cover, you'll see the these clips for the coils. All right, so you're just gonna basically unclip those. It pulls out, then you can kind of pull the clip off. Okay, so we're gonna take those off. Looks like an 8 or a 10 millimeter holding those on, and then you just take out the spark plugs. All right, so these are 8 millimeter that holds the coils on. All right, to get your coils off, you're just gonna pop them out. Once you unplug it, you're just going to pull up on it. Come out, just that easy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna place these on the ground just so I can remember which one is which. It doesn't really matter, but Anytime I'm removing a bolt, I like to put it back in the same exact place. Right. It's the original spark plug. See if it zooms in on that. Or okay, whatever. They don't look bad. Don't look like there's any fouling or anything like that. Just a little bit dirty. But you don't want to see that it's very white. You don't want to see a bunch of black on it as well, because those both indicate problems. So like I said, these are the Ford spark plugs. So I'm just gonna take all these out. And I'm just gonna save them just in case I ever need them. All right. All right. So I thought I was gonna be able to get in there, and I could, but you know, it takes a lot of effort. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove the strut tire brace. I need an excuse to bust out this. So it's gonna be my first time actually using it. See how it does. So leave them on top there until I get the other side taken off. So when you're working on cars, you can never find what you want. So I found a 15mm and 3/8, and I used a 1/2 to 3/8 adapter. We'll make it work. Hopefully I don't break anything. Now that strut tire brace is off, it'll be a lot easier to kind of go in here and just get these spark plugs removed. All right, so I got all the spark plugs out. I'm just throwing these new spark plugs in. Battery is actually going to die here very, very soon. So what I'm gonna do is it's the same process for the other side. Don't think it's really necessary for me to record it twice. Just gonna put these spark plugs back in and go to the next side, and we should be good to go. All right, so putting the last boot on, just kind of want to go over this real quick. Put a little bit of grease in here just to kind of prevent moisture from getting on the spark plug, and also makes the coils a lot easier to kind of remove. Okay, so the last thing you want in there is moisture, which isn't an issue on the GT350s, but you know, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So What I need to do now is tighten down these 8mm bolts, and then snap this valve cover back on, retighten this hose clamp that I took off, and this side will be done. Yo, I am definitely making this battery last as long as possible. So I am done. I am done.
What kind of shit is that?
All right, so vehicle's done, all put together. I'm gonna try to start it and see how well she does. Now, first time in here, it's a cold start. I literally have no idea how well it's gonna start up or how well it's gonna run. All right. Generally speaking, you know, you kind of want to, start the car first before you bolt everything back down. Like I put the strut tire brace on and basically everything on. So, but we didn't. So let me get some light in here. So let's try. Oh shit.
X band, K band, KA band, laser.
Little rough start. There we go. Okay, so that was literally literally the first start, cold start. Okay, I haven't driven a vehicle in maybe 2 days or so, but it started, you know, the very first try. Once it did get started, you know, it was like you saw, like a little rough start. Just tapped the gas basically, just to get some fuel in those lines, those big ass lines, fuel lines. So but it's good. I mean, that's actually kind of interesting, like that it started up, you know. And I had just like a small inclination that the spark plugs would help it start up, and it seems like I was right. I guess I'll just test it out over the next couple days just to see if it continues to start, you know, on the first try as a cold start. And just for proof, hopefully you can see that. Let's see if it, let me try to zoom in. Okay, so you see the oil temperature is 75 degrees, cylinder head temperature is 111 degrees, inlet air temperature is 66 degrees. It's pretty decently warm outside today, but that just, you know, just proof that, you know what I mean, it was a cold start. So yeah, anyway, let me try to flip this around. Yeah, so anyway, you know, appreciate y'all watching the video, and you know, I'll keep making them. You know, sorry I didn't do the suspension thing like I wanted to today, but as I told you in the video, the camera died, so it is what it is. This is from the suction cups, you know what I mean, from my physical therapy. You know, as you guys know, OG subscribers, like I've been around for a while, know that I just had shoulder surgery in February. So that recovery is going very well, you know what I mean? Like I got, not surgery, but I have physical therapy first thing tomorrow morning. It's a little bit slower than what I expected, you know what I'm saying? They said it's gonna take about a year to get like fully recovered, you know what I mean? So I can generally, you know, do everything that I want to do. Some things are a little bit painful, but I would say I'm at about 70%, you know what I mean? Just got motion wise, you know, motion wise, I'm about 70%, you know what I mean? So that's not too bad, you know, considering I had the bicep tendon cut, you know, drilled into the bone and attached inside the bone. So, you know, you obviously got to let the bone heal, and then you have to let the muscle fibers kind of intertwine with each other and that bone, you know what I'm saying, that opening in the bone. So that takes a while, you know, for the healing process. So anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with all that information, but I appreciate you guys. Continue to watch my channel. I'm not doing this, you know, for money. Obviously I can't even what do you call it, monetize my videos, but I would like to be, I guess, one of the I don't want to say pioneers, because there's obviously other channels that focus on the GT350, but there's not many, You know, there's a few small channels out here, but I would like to contribute, you know, to the GT350 community. So if you guys got any video ideas, things like that, please let me know. I will be hitting the track very soon. It's just that it's fucking Indiana and it keeps raining. Like today was a test and tune day at the track, rained. You know, next Wednesday is scheduled to rain, you know what I mean? Last Wednesday it was just cold, and I think it was still actually raining last Wednesday. So there's definitely gonna be a lot of things in the works. I still gotta show you guys a suspension, and I got a whole bunch of other videos coming. So I have not obviously looked at the video because I'm still recording, but I use tripods and little pods and holders all day. So we should not have any type of audio issues at all. Lastly, if you guys want to see me do any type of collabs with YouTubers, please let me know. I spoke briefly to Steph and Mod to Fame via email. I think it was earlier this year, like probably like in January. So he said we'll link up at some point. But I'm definitely interested in meeting him. I want to meet Savage Speed, man. Savage Speed TV. I want to meet that dude because he got that twin turbo Mustang, and it looks pretty dope. You know what I mean? So definitely would like to meet him, and you know, anybody else really. You know what I mean? So like Xander, I think he's down in Tennessee, so that's not too far from Indiana. But yeah, if you guys want me to meet certain people, do me a favor, comment below this video, let me know who I should meet with. And then also, as you subscribe to them, you know what I mean, like comment under their videos, so they can know that, you know, hey, we gotta link up, you know what I mean? And so that's just all to give you guys like better content. I'm not a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a YouTuber, you know, this is all new to me. You know, I'm an introvert. You know, I like being behind the camera, like behind the scenes, you know, paperwork, you know what I'm saying, behind the desk. You know, that's my type of thing. So this is all new to me. But it's something I'm willing to do to kind of step outside of my box a little bit. So anyway, I'm not gonna bore you guys. I said that before. But all right, appreciate you guys. Take it easy.